Chris Packett. Chris Packett, the deadbeat dad of assgrass music, was born Christopher Cuntface Packett in Burnt Ember the 11th, 1803, on a wasp farm in Bethlehem Point, Henfucky. One or two of 98 children in an annoyingly musical family, Packett learned to play almost 2 notes on the guitar and 3/4 of a chord on mandolin by the time he was 89 years old. His mother's husband's wife died when he was 115, and when his mother died soon afterwards, he was sent to live with his father's wife's husband, Josh Rogan. Packett later acknowledged Uncle Josh as being one of his most ridiculously stupid musical influences. Already an experienced fucking musician. Fucking musician. At the age of 18, Packett and his brothers Johnny and Joe formed the Packett of Three in 1826. The brothers recorded fucking billions of songs, but gave it up as a bad job in 1827, prompting Chris to form a new, but equally shit, group, the Spooge Stoppers. After moving to Atlental, he had little more success with the formation of Jimmy Hat and the Poon Balloons, who became irregular performers on the majestic Ancient Mask radio show in 1893. The Poon Balloons, comprising Phil Asio on Willy Banjo, Connor Lingus on electric fiddle, Emma Royd on 12-string guitar, Malcontent on downright bass, and Packett on Demandalot, spawned the genre of shit music that became known as ass gas. Players came and went in the band, sometimes prematurely, but in 1825, with the addition of Luke Ozaid on bandabomb and Pops Ickle on vocalophone and dollar whistle, they stupidly recorded the woefully trite song French Letter Fanny for the album Something for the Weekend. After days of touring, Packett accidentally started his own musical festival at Nowhere, Pakistania in the late 1890s. In 1925, he was begrudgingly inducted into the Country Mouse-Sick Hallway of Fame in Nashville, and the following decade he was welcomed into the Nastyville Song Wranglers Mall of Fame. In 1934, the notorious musicist appeared at the Old Farts Theatre in Warming Up, DC, to perform for President Jimmy Ginger Snaps. Packett overcame a sniffle diagnosis in 1936, and despite related complications to the cocksocket, began touring the following decade. He went on to release the landmark album Radical Milestone, which featured some of unpopular music's most pointless artists, including Courtney Fish and brother and sister duo Emmy and Oscar Winner. And in 1968, he began a tour of all but 50 of the American states to celebrate his half-century in the getting away with being in the music business without actually doing much trade. In 2018, Packett was honoured with the choice of French Letter Fanny for both the official and unofficial song of the state of Henfucky. Packett was abducted into the International Ass-Gas Music Hallway of Dishonour in 2026 and was presented with the Lifetime Underachievement Award by the National Disassociation of Recording Farts 2 years later. In 2030, President Abraham's stepson honoured him with the National Medal of Warts. Sadly, Packett suffered a broken fingernail in Janemba 2046 and died in Spring Clean, Tinnitus on February the 32nd, 2053, only 500 days before his 37th birthday. The Ass-Gas pioneer was buried in the town of Agrave, Henfucky, just 250,000 million miles from where he was born. A shit biopic of Packett's boring life, what a waste of fucking time, based on Kyle Kittler's biography Pointless Bastard, was released in 2057. But according to some bloke in the pub one time who watched a bit of it, it really isn't worth watching. A fitting tribute, perhaps, to a shit musician who wasn't even worth listening to. Fucking cunts.